Hello, friends. Let's talk about guilt for a minute. Guilt has a way of making everything that you have feel so small, or making you feel small, making all your possibilities feel like non existent. And I think I want to take a different approach into understanding guilt, because I think we all feel it one way or another. Lately, I've been trying to understand why certain things come about. Why do I feel this way? But in the end, I start to realize that the past is showing up to ask me to take the time to understand myself so that I can unburden myself. It's not to reopen old wounds in order for me to push myself down more, but it's a way for me to elevate. I think now it's showing up because now my nervous system is like, yes, I can handle it. So take guilt as something where it might be, yes, I know that this was probably not my finest hour, and I only reacted or did this, or reacted the way that I knew how to, with the emotional capacity that I had at the time. And now I'm no longer that person, so moving forward, I choose to react differently. I choose to elevate. I choose to become a newer, better version. So I guess what I'm saying is, don't allow guilt to push you down, because it will, where you go into a spiral. You go into this spiral where it's a non-ending thing, that you think about what you did, why you did this, and sure, you should, because that's why these emotions are resurfacing. But the goal is not to immerse yourself with feeling down on yourself or pitying yourself, but it's to observe all the patterns that you've had in the past and know how to change it. So I also wrote down, guilt should not be a worry, but an opportunity to understand that you are growing and that your nervous system is ready to bring these old files up so that it can release them. So understand also that you are not responsible for who you were back then. I mean, you are, but that's your old self. You only should focus on being responsible for who you are now. I hope I'm explaining this correctly, but I'm also talking to myself, and trying to coach myself. You are no longer who you were. You are who you are now. So what are you going to do with it? Are you going to keep these old files and stay at the same level? Or are you going to change? And change doesn't happen within a day, but it does start with that initial thought. So you have that intention, start and do one little movement every single day, and you'll be fine. I hope that somebody resonates, but this is part of the process of healing and part of the process of growing, and I think it's something that is going on in my life, and in order for me to be kind with myself, I have to learn from my past. Isn't there a saying that those who don't learn from history are destined to repeat it? It's not about just history around us, it's about the history within, the patterns within. And those also matter. What patterns have you shown with your loved ones, with your finances, with how you speak to people, with how you present yourself, with how you take care of yourself. So that is history, and honestly, we are the best data we can have, because we we know ourselves so well, or we know the story from our side. So it's not to assign blame to anyone, because that is not going to be helpful. It's to recognize every pattern, know that everybody is different, and you can't change anyone. You can only change yourself, but assign patterns to what you already see and learn how to improve it. Now, that is all that I have for today, but I hope that you have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your day, and I'll see you tomorrow. And now, if you care to close the video, that is a good time, because I am going to put a shameless plug-in. And my shameless plug-in is, if you care to know what if you are a candle lover, I make handmade candles and now soap, and you can take a look at what I do in the description. And no, I'm not gonna cut the mistake that I just made. It's gonna pass for now, and then we evolve. When I'm ready, I'll start editing, one step at a time. I got this. You got this. We all got this. All right, that was cheesy. Ciao.